Hello, everybody. It's Flesson19, and today I wanted to bring you the 1.5.10 update after my 5-hour live stream. So, there's quite a few things that I actually figured out, and I wanted to take the opportunity to show you. First of all, when you start a new campaign, there will be certain things that happen. There's a nice little cinematic that plays. However, I'm not going to spoil that for everybody. As you can see right there, I did do that on my live stream if you do want to see it, but I don't want to spoil it for people that may want to watch it. It's not the equivalent of what Star Wars Online was. However, I think Tailworld did a good job with it. Now, once you pick all these options and go through them, which I will do really quick, this is something that is really good, but I will have one major downfall to it. And they finally did what I asked them to do and to give more options. Now, you can do these presets, which will predetermine what all these settings are, or you could just go ahead and customize it yourself. As far as player damage is concerned, you can take 25%, 50%, or realistic. That I have a problem with. It used to be 33 and 66. I think 50% damage is too low and realistic is too high for streaming because you don't want to see somebody down all the time and have a simulated battle happening. So I liked it in the middle. I hope that is something that they are going to change. Friendly troop damage, as you can see, is 50 and 75%. However, if you notice, friendly party damage is gone. So you cannot adjust that anymore. Recruitment difficulty is the same. Map movement speed is the same. You now have a combat AI difficulty. You have persuasion success. You can increase it by 5 or 10%. Clan member death possibility in battles. You can now make it normal, which is 10%, reduced by 50%, which is 5%, or you can reduce it by 100%, which I believe is going to be death by old age only. I have yet to test it on the AI itself to see if they have been affected by this. That I will do in tomorrow's live stream when I become a vassal. And then you have the normal disable, birth, and death. And now what I would like to do is to show you a couple things that I have actually figured out or seen in the game. This is the character from my live stream. And first of all, what they said in the patch notes is going to be 100% correct. The learning rate of a skill does not decrease as you learn it. It will stay right where it is at. Therefore, you are going to learn things much faster. Obviously, the more points you pour into it, the higher the learning rate will be, but you will continue to go until you cap skill, which I've already shown a video explaining what a hard cap is. This will allow you, if you do not want to max skills, to let's say put a couple points in all of these skills, and therefore you can cap them all at about 100. So it gives you more of a variety to choose from skills because you don't need to worry about that learning rate slowly going to zero. You're going to continue to gain at a learning rate of 10 until you are done. So that is a huge change that is made. For non-death, it's a pretty big thing, but for death characters, it makes it a lot easier for them to actually get skill before they're going to end up dying. It is also going to help out skills such as roguery, medicine, engineering. It's going to help them to gain those skills much faster that have been very difficult to raise. And to get everything has a price, which is taken upwards of 1,200 to 1,500 days, and I will test it. I'm assuming I can get it in less than 800 days now, depending on how many points I actually put into it. So that is a huge deal that they put in there that works really, really well. As they said in the patch notes, as you can see, I am attempting to form a caravan. My wife, my big brother, my big brother's wife, anyone can now run a caravan. That is a huge deal because you could end up having anywhere from 10 to 15 caravans out and running because you're going to have kids, your big brother's going to have kids. You could have an absolutely huge clan and you can have a ton of them out there for you. Loyalty. And this is being experienced a lot because of food. There are some types of production that have been turned down, and there are a lot of rebellions happening in the game. As you can see on this map right now, there are three. And for the most part during my live stream, there were three rebellions happening virtually at all times. So rebellions is a huge deal. It is going to reinforce that you want to try to take whatever fief, and it is your culture. If you take a fief that is not your culture, you will get a -3 penalty to loyalty. If it is of the same culture as you, there will be no penalty or bonus. If you put a governor in with the same culture, he'll get a +1 bonus. Therefore, picking the right culture and having a very good governor, especially a governor with a lot of engineering to build projects fast, is going to be something you will want to plan on, especially if you're going to take a fief. Make sure you think ahead of time, or else you can be one of them that is now going to have to deal with rebellions. And with rebellions, it is true. The clans are more powerful. The garrisons are more powerful. The militia are more powerful. They are not as weak as they used to be. And a rebellion can hurt you a lot. I have not tested it yet, as tomorrow I will test being a vassal and also running my own kingdom. But as stated in the patch notes, you are going to be able to tell your parties whether or not you want them to be aggressive or defensive. If you make them defensive, they will not attack settlement. Therefore, you will not lose relation with them. If you tell them to be aggressive, they will go ahead and attack. So make sure you watch out for that. One thing I mentioned in the patch notes is about the quest in and out. I have now run it and verified. The reward for in and out is capped at 800. That means you have two choices. You play the game. If you lose, you fail the quest. If you win, then you're going to get 800 for getting the deed back. If you pay him, you're going to pay him 1,000. You're going to get 800 for completing the quest, which means you will lose 200 dinars by completing the quest. So in and out is not something that you're going to want to take unless you like playing the game or you don't mind losing 200 to gain the relation. As far as stability and performance go for 1.5.10, it has met, if not exceeded, what 1.5.9 has done. It is really that good. It is so much better than the things that they have put out. Even though it took 7 weeks to do, it was well worth it. It's a big patch. And if you don't mind getting that huge upload, I would recommend trying it. Always remember to try to save your save game files first before doing it. Make a copy of them. So in case you need to go back to an older patch, you can just revert back to those. That can normally be found in your user folder on your C drive. User, your name, then I believe it is documents, Bannerlord, and then the save game file should be there. I believe that's where it's located. Easiest way is just go ahead and search for any one of your save game files on your system it'll show you where it's at. So upgrading to it is a pretty decent thing right now. I absolutely love the way that it's handling. I will, of course, test it out tomorrow in my live stream to see how being a vassal and kingdom decision works. But for early game and becoming a mercenary, so far everything has run absolutely great. As I said, I do have a couple issues here and there with the game, but for the most part, I'm happy with it. So this is just a quick look at it. I might go ahead and bring up a second one after tomorrow's live stream, but I wanted to give you an update as to how 1.5.10 is going after my live stream. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow or in the update or on the beta bench on Friday. So until then, take care and thanks for watching.